Distinct opinions and distinct professionalism. That's why you love us. At about 88.9 FM, your go-to station.
It's midday. Good afternoon. I am Oluwayemi Adelakun with Global News in the news. President Tinubu restated commitment to ECOWAS well-being. Dozens of Ghana resident-elect supporters arrested amid post-election chaos. Suicide bomb kills Taliban minister in Kabul.
This is the news.
Now the news and details. President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his commitment to prioritizing the welfare and interest of citizens in Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger. Tinubu, who is the chairman of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, noted that wisdom and diplomacy will make the difference in reintegrating the countries into the Commission. He made this known while receiving German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier in a state visit at the presidential villa. The president told the German leader that the regional body would leave the door open for the return of democracy in the countries. In his response, the German president said the reintegration of the three countries will have significant impact on the economy and security of the West Coast. Police in Ghana have arrested more than 100 people, mostly supporters of President-elect John Mahama, over acts of lawlessness. The supporters are reported to have attacked some state institutions, looted properties, and engaged in disturbances that have left some police and military personnel injured. However, Mahama condemned the vandalism and called on President Nana Akufo-Addo and security agencies to act decisively in addressing the violence. Vice President Bawumia, the defeated presidential candidate of the governing New Patriotic Party (NPP), publicly called on the president-elect to rein in his supporters. Amnesty International has urged Mozambique to end its bloody crackdown on protesters. The warning comes as over 100 killed in demonstrations sparked by disputed presidential elections in October. Amnesty's Deputy Director for East and Southern Africa, Kanyo Farise, said more than 30 people were killed in less than a week between last Wednesday and Monday. Unrest has rocked the Southern African nation since the October 9 polls, won by the ruling Frelimo party that has been in power. The poll was denounced as fraudulent by opposition parties. You're listening to Global News on 88.9 FM, Akure, transmitting from Ilaramoke. After the break, suicide bomb kills Taliban minister in Kabul. Details in the second part of the bulletin. Please join us again. We'll be right back.
Bajaj Boxer get better woo this December. Hey, not be to refit data for only 1,110,000 naira.
Hey, this one a better.
Yes, so sharply visit the dealer when near you pass to enjoy them. Offer they available while stock last.
I welcome you back. Thank you for joining us again. For news update and live streaming, visit our website www.adaba889.fm. or download the Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms www.facebook.com/AdabafM88.9 on Facebook, at Adaba889FM on Instagram, and Adaba FM TV on YouTube. You can be part of us and provide us information via email newsroom@Adaba889.fm. To the rest of the bulletin, Syrian rebel forces have announced plan to close the notoriously harsh prisons run by ousted President Bashar al-Assad. It also vowed to hunt those involved in the killing or torture or detainers. Report says almost 60,000 people were tortured and killed in the prisons run by Assad. Rebel leader Ahmed al-Sharaa, also known as Abu Muhammad al-Jalani, said it would dissolve the security forces of the former regime. Embattled South Korean President Yoon Suk-yeol has defended his shock decision to declare martial law last week. In a televised address on Thursday, he said the attempt was a legal decision to prevent the collapse of democracy and counter the opposition's parliamentary dictatorship. Yoon said he would not step down ahead of a second vote to impeach him in parliament on Saturday. He promised to stand firm and fight to the end. Taliban refugee minister Khalil Akhani has been killed in a suicide bombing inside his ministry in Kabul. Khalil Akhani was a top member of a powerful faction in the Taliban called the Akhani Network and was designated a global terrorist by the US. Reports say 6 others died in the blast as Akhani was leaving his office. The Islamic State group has claimed responsibility for the attack. And on sports this afternoon, the 2024 Men's Football World Cup will be held in Saudi Arabia, while Spain, Portugal and Morocco will be joint hosts for the 2030 tournament. World Governing Board of FIFA said 3 matches in the 2030 tournament will also be held in Argentina, Paraguay and Uruguay to mark 100 years of the competition. The hosts for both World Cups were confirmed at Wednesday's extraordinary FIFA Congress meeting following a vote. All 211 of FIFA's member nations were represented at the meeting over a video link. To end global news, a recap of our top stories. We informed you that President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his commitment to prioritizing the welfare and interest of citizens in Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger. Police in Ghana have arrested more than 100 opposition supporters of President-elect John Mahama amid post-election chaos. Taliban refugee minister Khalil Akhani has been killed in a suicide bombing inside his ministry in Kabul. That's Global News as edited by Patience Ibe. I am Oluwayemi Adelakun saying thank you for listening and good afternoon.